Hey guys, let's connecting. Okay, reconnecting. So, hello, welcome to my Healing Vibe Live. Today's topic is the three assumptions going into labor that misleads smart mamas. Okay, so let me see. Sorry, 1 second. Let me make sure it's everything's set up. Okay, there you go. So yeah, these three assumptions that misleads mamas. So and it's really important to talk about this. I think it's important to bring awareness to these topics, to these three assumptions. And before I go into that, I want to let you know who I am. My name is Stephanie Rodriguez. I am a mother of 6 children from 16 and almost 2 years old. I've been working with women professionally for 10 years. Regardless of my dyslexia, I've been able to complete 11 certifications and trainings. And this is where I've been able to help women to balance their hormones, release any traumas and emotional, overcome depression and anxiety, and now as a full spectrum doula. So let's hop into this amazing topic that I feel it's really important to dive in and to bring awareness to everyone. All right. So this is an important topic. Why? Because a lot of times we don't I guess understand and notice how society and TV and shows really manipulate us subconsciously and affects our outcome of birth, right? And TVs, you see a girl yelling and screaming and going, oh my God, I feel like I'm dying and I'm cussing and you leave me alone and sweating and going, right? And what does that make you feel like? Oh my God, birth is not a fun thing. Even though we want a family, we want children, we want a house, we want a career, we have goals, we want to travel, right? We have all these things. But when it comes to birth and TV, it just makes us seem like, oh my God, I don't want that. And it doesn't matter how old you could be 15, 16 having your first baby, or you're 40 having your first baby. But that does influence you. I know when I was 16, it influenced me. And I thought whatever I was feeling is nothing. I was like, this is nothing. This is nothing. If I'm going to have to be in the point of yelling and sweating and being like, I'm dying, then this is nothing. And by having that, and it's crazy because I didn't even know anything at that time. And just knowing that, doing that mantra, this is nothing, this is nothing, this is nothing, helped me to get to 7 centimeters. And now that I know I'm a doula, I'm just like, wow, it's crazy because that really helps, right? Thank you for joining in, guys. Now, so thank you, Laura. Thank you for coming. So, the number one assumption is fear, right? Is having this glass, this limited beliefs of birth, and thinking just being hopeful is enough. When I talk to mamas, they're just like, well, I just hope my baby's healthy. I just hope that, everything goes good, which is good. Being hopeful is good. But there's more than beyond than just being hopeful to be doing. And one of the things is emptying your glass of the fears and anxieties. And that's an example, the analogy I could do is like a car, right? We all typically have a car, and we all understand that we got to take care of a car. And one of the ways to take care of a car is to do an oil change, right? Once that oil becomes darkened, brown, not even flexible, right? Doesn't have like that flexibility, that volume. It's not golden anymore. That's when you know it's not good. And having a low amount of oil is not good for our car either. So we know that if we're going to continue running our car in a dirty, ugly, very sticky oil, that later on is going to create more issues and more things that we have to do to fix the car. And not only just having a dirty oil, we can't just go, okay, I'm just going to get a new bottle of awesome richness oil and just pour it in. it's like okay, that kind of helps, but it doesn't truly help. You gotta like empty it and change the filter too. The same thing goes with birth. If you are still having your cup filled with unlimited beliefs and with anxiety and stuff that you believe what labor should that labor is, what other has, thrown our perspective and belief that what labor is, your birth will have a small potential percentage of having an awesome positive thing. Okay, so you cannot just hope, right? So so if you guys agree, say yeah, I understand what you mean. Thumbs up, right? So this is why emptying the cup is really important. And this is where it's going to go into assumption 2. That people say, mindset, I really don't have to do a lot of work of mindset. Yes, we do, because again, if we're emptying our ugly cup of this darkness, right, that we think is what birth is, and then we start filling in with this beautiful, kind of like when we empty the oil change, right, we're changing it, we put a new filter, we put a new awesome rich golden with a lot of flexibility, like, and it's going to give your car just amazing, and it's going to reduce any interventions, any complications for the future, and your car is going to last longer, right? The same thing with birth. We emptied it, we fill with this juiceness, we're training our mind, we're training our limited beliefs, we're actually creating and attracting, and we could even start going into like the law of attraction, right? And start doing what we really want for our birth. So when we ever come to the point where we're like, man, having a mental blockage right now because this is getting a little bit intense and we're almost there and I'm almost going to see my baby, then with these mentally trainings, it's going to help you to overcome. The same thing if you're a CrossFit, right? If you're CrossFitting and you're going and you have a goal, you want to lose weight, you want to tune in, you want to look more sexier, you want to feel more good, you're going to CrossFit because you have this goal, right? And the first day of CrossFit is hard, like crazy hard. And then you wake up the next day and you're like, oh, I'm so much pain and so soreness. But you're like, I'm going to go today again. And you're like, why are you going through that pain? Because you have a goal and you know that at first things are going to be difficult. But if you're being trained mentally, when those things are coming where you're like, I still need to do 150 more of these things, and we're telling you, go, 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 you could do this. Remember this training, remember this trick, remember this breathing, remember this, remember that. You're going to be like, yeah. Oh, yeah. And you're going to be pumped again. And you're going to be like, I could overcome this. All right. So this is why mental preparation is really important. Now, the third assumption is my body already knows what it's doing. My body got this. It's true. It got it, right? Like, obviously, we had made the baby. It's being grown in our uterus. It's growing a placenta with this organ that's never been there, but it's only doing it right now, and it's only being in existence because we're growing a baby, right? It's amazing, right? It's like, yeah, your body does know what it's doing, but sometimes we get stressed out and we block ourselves to be intuitive, learning how to listen to our body and allow our body to do its thing. We sometimes become the blocker, right? So if we're preparing mentally and we're preparing our body and we're learning how to use some techniques and we're learning how to breathe and we're learning how to move and open up and make more room and just help the process and kind of getting ourselves out of the way and allowing our body and going with the flow with our body, that is going to make a very smooth and efficient birth too. So this is why it's really important to prepare your body too. So the 3 assumptions was emptying your cup, removing the limited beliefs that are like, I'm just going to be hopeful, right? The second one is the mind has nothing to do with this. And the third one is my body got this, right? There's more to that, guys. So just remember, we got to empty it, fill it up, and prepare physically too. So those are the three assumptions that I really think is really important to have a really amazing, positive, smooth, effective, and just, just be ready to accept and see your little baby and kiss them. And, I don't know. I just love when they stretch and then you're like, oh, the little butts, and you just want to like, it's just amazing. Okay, guys. So again, if you guys, so I'm gonna give a freebie, it's 3 free trainings of videos that we talk about more in depth about labor, postpartum. We go all in general of all 3 before and after. If you guys want that, comment below, type the letter 1, and I will send you those free trainings that I normally give my paying clients. So thank you guys for tuning in. You guys have any questions? You guys know I'm here to continue the conversation. Just message me, and much love. Bye.